Hi everyone, we have a very auspicious, very positive aspect which is coming up, which is planet of expansion, planet of enlightenment, the planet of creation, the planet of sustenance is going direct, and that opens up abundance for us. That the first step of it is always enlightenment, us coming out of darkness, us coming out of a phase which has been volatile, has been about digging up from within ourselves to bring out the elements, and now it becomes the time to sort of grow from it, to expand forward, to move forward in the light of Guru, the Jupiter planet. We'll start with a short mantra because we want to honor this enlightenment. We want to open our hearts to what's coming for us and open our heart to, more importantly, to the blessings that are about to come, to open us to the positivity, because sometimes the inertia holds us back even when the external reality is changing. So we are mentally moving into a more positive space as our external reality shifts with this mantra. It's about honoring the creation of God. It's about honoring the trials, the tribulations that we have been through. And it's to honor that support is nearby, that a guru, that is, we're making our offering to the remover of our darkness, to the remover of our ignorance, and that person could be within us, or if you externalize it to be a god, to be a higher power, then so be it. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Om. Guru Mantra, or the hymn of power, is essentially a chant which is meant to thank all our gurus, thank all our teachers, thank all the things that have happened in our life so far, which have contributed to our transformation, which have contributed to our growth, which have contributed to who we are today. So, our creator, Brahma, our preserver, Vishnu, our current moment, which is through the preserver Vishnu, and our transformation, which is coming through trials and tribulations, Lord Shiva. These are signifiers of, you can call mythology, religion, planets, gods, which combine together and are called Guru, our teacher. And we are thanking our teacher for returning back home to giving us this internal enlightenment so we can move forward and externalize it now. With Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the planet of hope, the planet of enthusiasm, the planet of social interaction and support going direct on 11th of August, we are about to see the whole manifestation that Jupiter in Sagittarius promises us. Jupiter is in Sagittarius this year for the first time since 2007. That 12-year cycle which Jupiter in Sagittarius begins is the one of highest of the possibility in terms of our growth, highest of the possibility in an area of our life that we look at for positivity, for expansion, for growing more than where we are right now. This cycle comes to replenish our reserves of hope, replenish our reserves of faith, replenish our sense of adventure, our education, our knowledge about who we are. It enlightens us from within, which is the whole period of Jupiter retrograde that we just went through. And then the external manifestation on the basis of us knowing who we are begins from there. The external support starts coming in. The social activity starts picking up. We start seeing the support of the universe, the support of the environment around us. And that starts moving forward into manifestation of what we have been waiting for since Jupiter went retrograde around 14th or 15th of April of this year. And that after this extended period of suspense, of adjustments, of revisions, unleashes the blocked blessings and to some extent the emotions to start with. The first uh, the first effect of it is always enlightenment, is always epiphanies, is always us realizing what we want out of life. Where do we want to go? What is our expansion? Where are we aiming towards? So, this directional shift which happens with Sun meeting Jupiter ahead of Jupiter going direct on 11th of August enlightens us from within about our ambition, enlighten us from within us in terms of where do we want to go, what is our path, what is our life path. So we can direct our energies, our blessings in that direction. Because Jupiter is not a discretionary planet. It does not decide our life path. We decide our life path. It can only guide us, it can only give us the tools for expansion. But we are meant to direct that energy in a specific direction, on a specific path that we have now realized is our path, is our life path. And I'll give you some guiding notes on what it could be, where you can sort of direct this positivity, this energy, where you will find the highest expansion if you take an initiative in that direction over the course of next couple of months, starting from 11th of August all the way till 2nd of December, by looking at your rising sign, by looking at your sun sign, by looking at your moon sign. When we look at your rising sign, it tells you where you could apply yourself in terms of worldly success. When we look at your sun sign, it guides us physically in our ambition. Where do you want to direct your life towards when it comes to your career, when it comes to your ambition? When we look at your moon sign, it tells us where should we expand emotionally in our personal life, our inner world. Where will that be supported? So we look at that, and in addition to that, we would look at the exact degrees at which this is happening. This is happening at 14 degree 13 minutes, which is around 15 degree. It is a degree of perspective. It is a degree of turnaround. It is a degree when a chapter of inner reflection gets over and the external expansion begins. It is a degree of innovation, of knowledge, of perspective, of Albert Einstein moment. This is the degree of moon of Albert Einstein. This is our voila moment. This is our moment of awakening, of moving forward. So now, without further delay, let's look at individual sign. Let's look at where we think this expansion can be directed, and this will flow towards the Leo new moon that I spoke about in a separate video in your monthly videos of August. It will positively bless wherever sun, wherever Leo is in your sign. So it will bless your expansion. It will bless your expansion in a creative pursuit, in an area of joy, in an area of a field where you want to feel like a king, where you want to feel like you want to be proud of what you're doing. So this fuels the growth that is coming with Sun and Leo, and this is all happening at a time when Uranus is turning as well. So Uranus awakens us in a very different way. It vibrates through our body, so we get out of inertia. Jupiter is a softer influence which we need to apply towards, which we need to be drawn towards, which we need to move our body towards, and then that becomes an easier manifestation provided we take a step towards it. So let's dig into individual signs now. Moving over to Taurus. Taurus, this is where Jupiter turns around in your area of rebirth. You are ready for it. You want to go through a complete regeneration, complete rebirth when it comes to your financial situation, when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to your joint situation, how you are in a joint situation with somebody, whether it is a personal relationship or a professional relationship. Your proceeds of partnership go through an immense amount of growth with Jupiter turning around. The returns you get out of your partnerships with others, they go through a rebirth here. They go through a complete regeneration, expansion, and positivity. So, the road to success here is to merge with others. The road to growth is to merge with others. Merge yourself financially with another. Have a transformation, have a complete rebirth when it comes to how you earn money, what kind of talents you use to earn money, because this makes it easier for you to make a major shift in life. When Jupiter is in our 8th house, or any of the external planets come and visit our 8th house, it becomes the time of transformation. It becomes a time of major change in life. But because it's Jupiter here, it is easier to experience this change. So if you decide to turn your life around, it's easier with Jupiter being here. It's more expansive with Jupiter here. It is easier to get support from others for this transformation. So if you decide to turn around how you earn money going forward, you gain support for that. If you decide to pay off your loans, your karmic debts, get rid of a health habit that is not serving you well, the turnaround is achieved easier with Jupiter here. If you decide to be more in a relationship, because this aspect wants you makes you want more depth in your partnerships, especially in your personal partnership, you will crave more intimacy, you will crave more depth, more reality, more zest when it comes to a joint partnership with somebody. You will ask for more. This makes it easier to get that. But at this moment, when Jupiter is just turning around, it's a moment of enlightenment about how you want to convert, what you want to regenerate to. It is a cocoon moment. It is a moment when you are there and you know what kind of butterfly you want to become. And that voila moment is there, that this is what I want out of my finances. This is what I want out of my intimacy. This is what I want to be when it comes to my proceeds of partnership. On a mundane level, this opens up the money that is owed to you in some ways, through taxes, through inheritances, through loans. So, if there was a proceed or partnership that was blocked from you, a karmic debt that was blocked from you, Jupiter opens the doors of remuneration of that in some ways. So it becomes a time of gain in some ways financially if it was blocked for you. You want to be a little bit careful in taking loans because we can go overboard financially when it comes to taking loans. You want to be a little bit careful of that, but asking for what you truly deserve. Asking for what you truly deserve in a joint situation. This is a very good time to do that. It's a good time to ask for sponsorship of your business from sponsor. It is a good time to sort of get get together with somebody, join your talents, join your finances with somebody, and go in together with somebody. It becomes a good time to be open to certain topics that you were not open to earlier, because it's a time of rebirth. So we are reborn in a esoteric way as well. Even though you are a earth sign, you stay away from esoteric as much as possible. You like to have belief in practical stuff, but this opens you up to a different perspective in life, a different perspective when it comes to esoteric topics like spirituality, healing, alternative healing methods, to astrology, to life beyond death. Those kind of topics which you thought were not really um, real, you start believing in them, or you start seeing a different side of them, and you might seek growth in them even. Your growth can also come from you managing other people's money. So when I say merge resources with somebody, it could be you going in partnership with somebody, or you in inviting money to be managed by you. This is a moment of turnaround for you when it comes to your financial wealth, as well as your intimacy and depth in personal relationship. More importantly, it's a moment of healing. Jupiter in this house gives us immense healing of our soul, immense move away from things that are damaging us in some ways, our own addictive behaviors that sometimes sort of hold us back from being all we can be. Jupiter helps us release those old habits. It sort of throws a light to an area of our life which we have been shying away from. So, if we were shying away from a life of conversion, a sort of complete transformation we were shying away from, it allows us to go through that change. And you're about to have a full moon in your house of career in the second half of August. So, this turnaround helps you, enlightens you about what you truly want out of that career, how you want to be in that career, what kind of terms and conditions you want to put when it comes to that career. You want to be on even keel when it comes to your career, in terms of the returns, in terms of proceeds of partnership. So focus on merging your resources, getting the right balance of resources, focus on getting more intimacy with somebody, focus on going into deeper with somebody. Go in and regenerate, have a rebirth proactively. So if you want to truly choose a moment of turning your life around and having a rebirth, Jupiter makes that rebirth very successful. It makes that complete transformation, physical, mental, in sexual, even commercial. It makes that turnaround, complete turnaround, very, very lucrative for you. So good luck for that, Taurus. This is happening around 14 or 15 degree this month. So if you have planets around 14 or 15 degree of Taurus, you'll see the most benefit in the month of August, which is around 4th or 5th of May born. Or if you have planets around 15 to 18 degree of Taurus, you'll see most benefit in September, which is around 5th to 8th of May born. We'll feel it more in September. Then if you have planets between 18 to 23 degree, you'll see it more in October, which is around 8th to 13th of May born. We'll experience it in October. Then if you're born after 13th of May, or if you have planets between 23 to 30 degree of Taurus, you will experience this more in the month of November. This continues for all Taurus all the way till 2nd of December. You have a chance to have this rebirth, have a chance to base your joint situation on a more evil keel. Choice to pay off karmic debt, settle karmic debt with somebody, settle certain addictions, get rid of certain addictions, move forward with a clean slate, because Jupiter will move into its own house in December for you. It becomes the time to educate, it becomes the time to expand, it becomes the time to turn around your career. So before that, you're sort of cleaning the slate with it and figuring out what you want in it as well. Good luck for that, Taurus. I'll move over to the next sign now.